Good morning, nerds of the internet. It's your host, Seth, back with more live stream of Mario Wonder with Nerd Leading the Nerd. It's early, I get it. You're probably just waking up, or if you have a job that you have to commute to, maybe you're getting ready to hop in your car and commute to work, making that cup of coffee, or you're going to swing through Starbucks. I don't know. But perhaps you will allow me to be part of your day, part of your morning, which is sacred. So if you do that, I really appreciate it. The channel appreciates it. And so to give you guys a little bit of background, if you haven't been following this series, as I take a quick sip of my coffee, we've been playing through Super Mario Wonder. And it took me some time to play this game for whatever reason. I have no idea why I waited so long, because it is awesome. So, without further ado, let's continue our journey through the Petal Isles, I believe it's referred. And let's get into this level. So, I had a very interesting comment, and typically, I guess historically, I haven't anyway, commented on many comments. That was a mouthful. It was like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. What is that? Ooh, this is interesting. This is a first. So I typically don't comment on comments, especially not ones that are like, I don't know, inherently negative, I suppose. And this is not that negative of a comment, but someone left a very interesting, made an interesting observation from a short that I made out of one of these Mario Wonder sessions. And the guy said something like, "Bro's just yapping to yap." And I was just like, so I comment back and say, yeah, 100%. And that's it. You know, I don't ever get into it with folks in the comments, because it's not my personality, first of all, and I just don't see any value in, someone would have to say something like really nasty for me to, I don't know, commentate back on it. Typically, we just ignore overly negative comments. So anyway, but I just want to be like, bro, I'm live streaming, typically to no one. So yeah, rather than just sit here and say nothing, yes, I'm yapping to yap. I'm saying literally everything that's coming into my mind. I'm vomiting words. Oh. I had a little moment there where I was a little scared of what was going to happen when I went up against that guy. But yeah, it was just interesting. And I just think that, while not the best example of this, is an example of just how I think people think they can just say whatever they want on the internet, right? Like, not sure what to do here. You know, it's, and like, again, it could have been so much worse, but I just want to be like, bro, what, like, possessed you to, you could have just said nothing. You know, you could have just let me continue to yap just to yap. I don't know. Like, who cares? I don't know. I would have just never left that comment. I would have just probably thought it. Been like, this guy's a turd, referring to myself, and that's fair. I am a turd. But it's just like, of course I'm yapping to yap. And sometimes it's decent, you know? Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's funny insight, at least if I do say so myself. I am surprised at my nonsense at times. I'm like, what? Where did that thought come from? And you're telling me that Billy Bob 852's never had like a random thought come through his or her mind? I'm assuming it's a dude, but it's like, I'm just like, dude. Oh, ouch! That looked like it hurt. So yeah, random thoughts, and we're just gonna keep the random thoughts coming, because isn't that what this is all about? Now it's far different when you have a bunch of people in the chat and you're chit-chatting back and forth. Then it's not just yapping to yap. You're interacting with folks. And to be honest, that used to happen a lot more when I was playing Fortnite. And then I just grew tired of playing Fortnite. It's really not my style. It's fun, it's addicting, but I'm not that good at it. And it's those sweat games, you know. And I played yesterday for the first time in forever, and I was just like, yeah. Like, can I get him? And you're just unloading like full clips, and then you get eliminated first. It's just frustrating, and I don't love it. So this channel, I should say. Hang on. The Petal Isles are the center of the Flower Kingdom. They're a chain of islands surrounded by other areas. Head east from here to reach the sun-baked desert. Or head south, which will take you to the fungi mines. West of there is deep magma bog. The kingdom map makes it easy to see where each of these places is located. To access the kingdom map, just open the courses screen by pressing the L button, and then press X. Great. Yeah, this channel is all about nostalgia and two friends talking about things that they love or that other people love that they're trying to figure out, you know? I love discovering new stuff, new fandoms, even if it's not for me. I think it's interesting to figure out what makes people tick and like what is their motivation, you know? So when I started playing Fortnite, it was because my son played Fortnite a lot at the time. He since has moved on to playing Call of Duty and other things, but at the time, I'm like, he and his bros would get together and they would play this game for hours. And I'm like, what is the deal? And so I started playing, and they had this fascination with me playing. Like, oh my god, I can't believe your dad's playing Fortnite. It's crazy. So I just kept playing, and like I was addicted instantly, of course. It was right around the time I was starting to live stream. And so I'm like, naturally, I'm going to live stream Fortnite. And so where am I going with this? The chat. So when I was, that's the sun-baked desert. I don't know. Do I want to go to the desert? I forget which direction. Oh man, I triggered something. But when I was streaming Fortnite, I had a lot more people in the chat. More people were interested in what I was doing there. And so yeah, when you're interacting with the chat and you're doing these live streams, it's a completely different dynamic than when you're streaming at 6 o'clock in the morning and no one's in the chat. So just to get a little meta here, and I think that's what I've been lacking. Yapping just to yap. I've just been trying to create things to talk about, like just that off the cusp. But one thing I haven't really shared is just kind of the meta behind my perception of live streaming and like what it means to this channel. Because if you dive into our content, it's certainly not our number one focus. But what I like about it is that I like playing video games, and I rediscovered that later in life. I played a ton of video games as a kid, and then life gets in the way, and then next thing you know, it's 10 years have gone by and you've barely gamed at all. Well, ever since starting this channel about a year and a half ago, I've gamed way more, because again, it's rediscovering those nostalgic feelings, and oh man, I'm gonna play all these old games and watch all these old movies. So anyway, I enjoy streaming because it just gives me an excuse to play games. And I'm a crazy early bird. I get up at the crack. And so, and when I say crack, I get up at 4:30 every day. Sometimes I'll give myself like one cheat day where I'll get up at like 6:30 on like a Saturday. But I'm up at 4:30. And I do a lot of reading, and I'm a big runner and do stuff like that, and it just kind of gives me that space in the morning where there's no excuses, no one's around to really give me any other option, any alternative, for lack of a better way to put it. So as I just ramble on here, let's head to the desert. But so I stream really early. I realize it's not like peak ideal times, which again affects your chat and things like that. So yeah, bro, I am chit-chatting and yapping to myself because ultimately, hang on, Bowser Jr., the sun-baked desert is so dry and deserty. I'm gonna take all the water for myself. Everyone else is gonna be so thirsty, but not me. Well, that's fair. I love the writing in this game. It's so like juvenile and awesome. Sunbaked Desert. Let's go. So yeah, long story short, we live stream, I live stream, and then you hope you have some decent monologues going on or some good interactions in the chat. And then I'm surprised at how many people watch these live streams after the fact. It always like blows my mind. You know, at least a couple here and there over my time. I'm like, well, holy crap! Like, I can't believe so many people watch that after the fact, not even during the live. And then we break it into shorts, and you pull those magic moments, and it drives a lot of eyeballs and growth to the channel. And again, sometimes, forget what short from Mario Wonder. It was probably when I made like off the cusp, again, yapping to yap, bro. Made a comment about Nintendo just pumping out Mario games and them not changing that much. And in the had a flood of feedback about that comment, about how Mario Wonder, it was like one of the first streams of this where I was like, man, this isn't that different from other Marios. I'm not mad about it, but you know, what does the research and development team really have to do when you're developing a Mario game? Come up with like new costume ideas. And people like lost their minds in a really nice way. But they're like, bro, you were only on World 1. And they were so right. Because now that I'm really getting into the meat and potatoes of this game, it is vastly different. It's a super trippy Mario game. But yeah, so the live streams lead to the stuff like that, shorts, and that, you know, gets a lot of eyeballs and subscribers to the channel, which ultimately we hope leads to people actually watching our Wednesday regularly scheduled show where we go through different fandoms. We talk about stuff that we like that maybe the other person doesn't like, or we both like, or maybe that we know nothing about. And we're trying to bring in experts now. So if we know nothing about a fandom or a subject, we'll bring someone in who does and get, you know, some feedback from them and decide, hey, is this something that we want to like keep getting into and going down the rabbit hole? So a lot of talking this morning before we even get into much Mario, but I was just like, I don't want to say rubbed wrong by that comment, but like, yeah, sometimes you read these comments and you wonder like what's going through people's heads and why they are so inclined to just like, you know, if I have vomit of the mouth in these live streams, why do you have it from your keyboard and can just say whatever you want to me? And it's just funny. It's interesting. It's very, the human psyche is so interesting, but I digress. Prince Florian has something to say to us here. He says, so this is the sun-baked desert. There's white sand everywhere. It makes all the dunes look so bright. He furthermore says, I think the palace here will have another royal seat. Really? Pew? It's really hot, but let's keep going as best we can and press L if you need the map. Thank you, Your Majesty. So, the moral of the story, just be kind. Rewind. be kind, and you know, treat others how you want to be treated. Ah, I'm so thirsty. Where's all the water? Well, Bowser stole it. Bowser's son stole it, actually. That, like, I don't know, privilege? I don't know what the word I was looking for. Oh, my prince, I'm sorry to say that I have none to offer. An awful scoundrel has come to the sun-baked desert and stolen almost every drop of water. Help us, please. You've got to get our water back. I'll even give you a wonder seed to help you on your way. Why, thank you. What a horrible situation. Let's hurry to the palace and do what we can before all the poplins in the desert wilt. Well, as long as I don't get off on like a random tangent again, I think maybe perhaps we can beat this world in this session. What do you say, folks? I should probably talk to this person. This Poplin. Prince! This oasis has the very last of the water left in the sun-baked desert. There used to be a lot of water around the palace, but that was before that kid stole it all. Darned kid. I'll keep an eye on the oasis, but please take back our palace. You got it. Oh, dude, this is just so wide open. What do we got here? Nice. I love the sleeping Goombas. Hey! Love that guy. Little pedal guy. Youchie. Oh. That looked like I kind of knew what I was doing. Let's go. So here's a question that may never get answered, ever. Do you folks enjoy watching full streams of games? Like, oh man, as I freaking yap away. Does it bother you if a streamer doesn't finish a game? Or are you there for them? Or are you there for the game? You know what I mean? Because, like, there's days when I don't feel like playing certain games that I'm currently streaming, but I'm like, oh, well, I gotta beat that game because I started it on stream. And, like, a good example of that is Zelda: A Link to the Past. Like, I just flat out, I'm not gonna finish that because that's one of those nostalgic plays where I'm like, I wanted to beat that so bad as a kid, but just couldn't hack it. And I'm gonna keep playing it, but I got burnt out. I'm not gonna lie, and that's when I started playing this. I'm like, I gotta do something because... Thank you. Because I was just getting burnt out. That game is so hard, and just in terms of just mind, it will wear on you, and it was. And I was even using a guide. And for those of you that didn't watch any of those, I was upfront about that, so I never tried to hide it. I was always like looking stuff up, and dude, you almost can't. I mean, even when we were kids, that's why I never beat it, because I didn't have the player guide. And I feel like everyone I knew anyway that did beat the game had that player's guide. Oh, I need to use them to... No dice. So yeah, I don't know. Do you guys like it when it's a series? Do you care? You're like, no, I'm just casually watching someone play games and it just happens to be you. You know, ideally, I get on a better schedule and I just need to do it. But the problem is, part of why, call it laziness, I haven't been so quick to put out like a hard schedule is I just feel like, again, these are so early that most people are not actually in the live. They're watching it after the fact because they want to see game footage or they just want to casually watch games, you know. And again, we get a lot of shorts footage out of it, so it doesn't bother me to just do it random. You know, typically I will do Saturday mornings. That's kind of like my one day that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stream. But the other days are so kind of like been all over the place. But I don't know. Maybe there would be more viewership if I was more upfront about. If I was more upfront about the days. So I need to get better about that because I think that would help the stream for sure. So let's just decide right now, like, okay, oh man, this is gonna be ballsy, but can I go back? No! So stupid. Alright. Nice.
Come with me.
You got it. Sure can. Alright. Yeah, let's decide right now. So it's Mondays. I know it. It's Mondays. It's Thursdays. Right? Yeah, Mondays. Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That's the schedule. We're sticking to it. Monday, Thursday, Sunday. I will post it later today on our page, on our YouTube page. Does anybody even read the posts? It just doesn't seem like that robust of a feature on YouTube anyway. I wish they had more of a feed system. I mean, I know that they do, but it doesn't feature.
Give it another shot.
Thank you, I will. It doesn't feature the posts very well, in my opinion.
Give it another shot.
Will it let me give it another shot? Sure will. Nice. Alright, I'll take that. That's a dub in my book. We'll post it on our about section or our what do we call it on MySpace? Was it about me? My bio, my biography. I think that you should be able to set a profile song on your like main YouTube page. Like, I get that if you're not subscribed to a channel, fun fact if you didn't already know this, but it will automatically play their trailer. So I get that. But like after that, you know, you get these returning folks, these fans, if you will. I mean, I think it should be... Me too. I think it should be a profile song. You should be able to change it like you did on MySpace. Like, how has nobody recreated that feature. I mean, everybody liked that. Everybody of a certain age, and I feel like we could win over these younger folks. They liked that. You know, and when you were, you know, beefing with your significant other, you would change. Why did I do that? You would change your profile song. You know, something sad. You know, so just to let the world know, you know, that you're hurting, and that you could use some good vibes. You had your top 8. I mean, how is that not a thing? That was a great feature. You know, you would change your top 8. You'd be like, oh, I'm beefing with so-and-so. They're not in my top 8 anymore. And people would take notice of that. They'd be like, oh, bro, I saw you took so-and-so out of your top 8. What's going on, man? And you would always play it off like, what? What do you... Nah. Nothing, bro. No, everything's good. Why did I do that? Yeah, seriously, this is straight trash, y'all. I was gonna say, how many times can one miss? Lost my edge there. I wonder if I can grab onto that handle. That's fun. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I was, you know, just yapping to yap, and I got a little loose with my Mario words and accused this game of not being that unique, and I was wrong. And I'm here to tell you, I'm wrong. I was wrong. I'm not wrong. I was wrong. I'm setting the record straight. This game rules. It's very good. Oh, thank you so much. That Wonder Seed. Ugh, need it. Need that fix. The bridge. I'd fix this bridge, but I'm all wilted. I don't have any energy. Oh, wait, what? You'll share some of your flower coins with me? Yeah, sure, take them. I got plenty. Oh, with all these, I can fix the bridge, no problem. Now I'll get this done. Done. Alright. I think this is the first world where I feel like there's true choice of level. Like I can just play a ton of levels all at once.
Welcome. Will you figure it all out?
I don't know. Will I? Alright. That's rough. But I figured it out. This just reminded me of Aladdin. When's the last time you guys watched that movie? It's been a while for me too. And I think if I was going to watch it, I would have to watch it on VHS. That would be my ideal format. The clamshell? I mean, come on. Who doesn't love a good early 90s clamshell action?
Good luck with this one. Oh,
Too
no.
bad. Is he gonna make me start over? Oh, it is. That's alright. That's alright. Nice. There we go.
Will you figure it all out?
I will. I will figure it all out through trial and error, just like everything else in life. Oh, Mario. Good, clean fun.
Good luck with this part.
Oh yeah, there's a door. And I needed the key. Which I just got. Of course I get burned. Haha! What is this sorcery? That just comes from, like, you see that little move I just did there? That just comes from, like, Mario experience. You just know what you can get away with when it comes to Mario isms. Needed that. Dude, this is feast or famine right here. Like, you just figure it out in real time. They don't give you much time. I am amazed that I was able to pull that off. You know what amazes me about Nintendo in general? Is just how well their games hold value. Like, I was like, the other day, I'm like, oh, I don't think I own a copy of Super Smash for the Switch. I was like, oh, I'll pick it up. You know, I think it's been out since, like, the inception of the Switch. And, scared. But, no, that game's still like $60. It's like, holy crap. Like Mario, just none of these games ever go down in value. Let's see what he has to say.
Which way you gonna go?
I don't know. It's a great question. This must be back up. No fall damage here, boy. Yeah, but how is it that these games just hold their value so well? Oh, that's because I need to... I know where to go. Rip. Rid-do-do-do. If there is one show that I have seen, I couldn't even tell you how many times, it's The Office. Like, I have watched The Office so many times.
Nice work.
I have seen The Office so many times that I once watched it.
Nice work.
What am I doing? I once watched it backward. So I started at what season? Is it 7? And just watched it backwards, which was a very interesting perspective, I will say.
Done. Well done.
From Andy Bernard as the... Ooh, nope. Andy Bernard as the manager, all the way back to Steve Carell pre-hair transplant. And it was a real joy. And then what ruined that for me was when The Office went off Netflix. And then, you know, what is it, NBC got their own streaming service? Is that Peacock? And it's just, here's a rant for you. Why does everybody have a streaming service now? Netflix did used to be great. And, hang on, we did it. We made it through the dungeon. This desert really has its share of mysteries and secrets. Oh, speaking of secrets, I heard that there's a badge hidden somewhere in the desert that'll really get your feet moving. Foreshadowing. But yeah, like Netflix used to be great. I mean, it's still great. And all these streaming services have their little moment in the sun or whatever with certain things. But it's gotten out of hand. And I'll tell you what my breaking point was. It wasn't even when The Office went off of...
Hello. Hello.
This is interesting. It wasn't even when The Office went off of...
Whoa. Was I sleeping with my
Netflix. It was when... It was when Netflix tried to charge me to watch The Walking Dead. Like, I'm not... Okay. I was like, what is the secret here? I refuse. So, back up. I used my parents' Netflix account for years. Like, we, like, split it. You know, we had, like, a household account. And we did that for years and years and years. And then Netflix decided, you know, and I get it, like, however many people are doing that, I'm sure they're losing money and they need, you know, to figure out ways to generate revenue. So, whatever. It's a business. And so, I wonder if I jump down there. No dice, bro. Not a freaking chance. Alright, what's horrible? Have you seen what happened to our palace? Yes, I've seen it. You have no water. I'm gonna fix it. I don't have enough wonder seeds to do it yet, though. Ever since that kid got here, I love the, like, kid emoji. I've been too scared to get too close. It used to be surrounded by so much pleasant water, too. I'd spend the day there chatting with friends until my petals whirled. But now... Sigh. I'm staying put till that kid goes away. All right, so shared Netflix, and then now they like trace the IP. So we had to get our own Netflix account. You know, okay. Again, I'm not happy about it, but what are you gonna do? So we get it, and my son and I were watching The Walking Dead at the time, and we were like super far. I mean, we were like in the Negan era of Desert Mystery. We're in the Negan era of the show. So then we get our own Netflix account, and it's like, sorry, you didn't subscribe to the premium Netflix. Because I was like, you know what, screw it. Like, I'm of a certain age. I can watch commercials. So I'm just going to be cheap and not get the commercial-free version. So now, can I jump out and get him? Yes, I can. And so, yeah, that's where I draw the line. I'm like, you know what, Netflix? You already bullied your way into making me get my own account. And that's fair. But the fact that you're going to charge me, you've tiered this now, and it's not just commercials. I'm cool with watching commercials, but the fact that you are now trying to charge me to watch certain content is ridiculous, and I refuse to pay it. I will not. I haven't watched The Walking Dead since, and that sucks. There's just been so many other shows on, to be perfectly honest, but I'm actually going to end up buying that series physical, in its physical form, because while that technically will cost me more money, because it's not cheap if you've ever looked into it, to purchase every season of The Walking Dead. It's like over $100. I just refuse to give Netflix any more money. I'm not doing it. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous request to ask me, and I'm pretty sure too that that price doesn't include trying to figure out how to get this. Will it let me do that, don't it? Yeah, it will. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that price doesn't even include no commercials. I could be wrong on that, but still. Yeah, now you're gonna tier my stuff. And the fact is, like, I kind of feel, and this, you know, we're getting into, you know, the feelings of being a content creator, but if I can be so bold as to even call myself that, but it's like, I do, like, feel this kind of guilt that, you know, here I am, you know, co-hosting a nostalgia show, and I'm not buying physical media. I'm here preaching, you know, physical media, and yet I'm part of the problem. I'm subscribing to all these streaming services, when I, in fact, should 100% be buying The Walking Dead on Divda, you know? On Blu-ray. Because if we don't buy it, it's gonna go away. It's already happening. They may just do it anyway, because then they can control, then they can do crap like what Netflix is doing with The Walking Dead. They can control the price. They get to set the price. And I just think it's bogus. So that's my call to action today, is let's all make it a point to buy physical media, or it's going to go away. And that might not bother you. but it will bother you when you get price gouged to watch your favorite show. Or I was like, that was easy. Or they force you to subscribe to their particular service in order to watch said show, like they did with The Office. Which I wasn't happy about at that time, but I want to say they had a free option, and again with commercials, and I was able to continue to watch The Office. I've actually been watching a ton of Pluto TV. If you guys are not familiar, you should definitely get hip to that, because I think it's really good for what it is. It's a lot of like older movies and stuff, but there's basically a channel for every interest. I mean, this one goes out to Drew, my ride or die. He is a super Mystery Science Theater nerd. They have a Mystery Science Theater channel. I mean, they have Nickelodeon channels. They have, you know, for all the parents out there, they have a Cocomelon channel. It's like, but the caveat is it's free. I think their slogan's like, it's free forever or something. They've got like a little cute rhyme for it, but you have to watch commercials. And that sounds like, you know, maybe that's not your bag or whatever, but I think it's kind of like, it reminds me of old network television. And so for a nostalgia junkie such as myself, oh, look at this. It's cool. I think it's fun to watch these commercials, and they're like, especially on the kids channels, it's like, you know, it's the old like, buy this toy, it's so cool, but like the gameplay, yeah, that was a terrible jump. I was way more into my rant than actually playing this game. Whoa, freaking embarrassing, y'all. But they always made the toy. Like, how is that? What am I supposed to do here?
It's time to fly. It's time to fly.
There's like, should I rage quit? They always made those toys. That I'm not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. He made it. They always made those toys look way cooler. Like, they set a really high. I was like, how do I evade it? Oh, you use the badge that it advertised.
All right, this way. Hang in there, okay?
I don't know who made that little guy, but I love you. Okay? The little flower plant is so good. I mean, might be my favorite part of this whole game. But yeah, how high of a bar did they set? You know, whoever at the advertising agency. They must just know that millennials have, like, a lot of trauma. So they built that little bit of encouragement into this game. Yeah, Pluto TV, download it. It's free. Again, the trolls of the internet. I'm a big Reddit person, not contributor. I don't contribute much. Again, because I don't know. I guess I have a YouTube channel to complain about on the internet, so I don't need Reddit as much, but I'll tell you, you know, I've seen where people have about complained about the commercials on Pluto. It's like, oh man, I'd rather just pay the subscription fee. And it's like, you know what? To each their own, but I kind of miss those simpler days of, you know, having to watch weird soap commercials and stuff because you wanted to watch Saturday morning cartoons. Like, dude, I am like going through crazy lies. I'm gonna get this. But I feel like it was simpler.
All right, this way. Hang in there, okay?
Yeah, I think that's how you do that. Get it. That's brutal. I just need to quit yapping and just play the game for a second. I will spare everyone for 1 second. No, I think you gotta get it. I think you gotta get that running start. That was half cocked.
Hang in there, okay? Oh no!
I don't think it actually takes away your lives, though. I'm seeing I have 22 lives still. Very generous in this game.
All right, this way. Hang in there, okay? Hang in there, okay?
Dude. I'm gonna get it. This is one of those moments. This is one of those Link to the Past moments where I'm literally trying to get from one end of the dark map to the other and I can't figure it out. And I'm like about to rage quit on live. This is it. This is it right now. There it is. It wasn't pretty, but I don't care.
Think you can go the distance?
I hope I can go to the distance. Apparently I...
bet you can make it.
Thanks, man. Wowzer. Ooh. It's gonna be a longer stream today. Because we got started nice and early, so we're just mining content here, guys. Looks like you mastered that badge. Do you want me to wear it? Sure. I want you to wear it, Prince. Wear it. All right. Here at the Poplin Shop, we sell everything. This is what I was talking about this the other day. I'm like, where's the little shop? That's the Poplin Shop right there. The sand waterfall. Oh, that's great. Can I go back here? What little hidden gems are around? There we go. Is that another shop? Yeah, Poplin Shop. They're gonna make me buy enough. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not spending my Wonder Seeds. Oh, I was like, wait, I can just fight Bowser's son now? Yes, I can if I have enough Wonder Seeds. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, nice. We didn't even have to consult the internet to see what to do next. Here's a fun fact. I have never played any of the Luigi's Mansions games. Mansion? I haven't played any of them until recently. So I've just been playing through. I was gonna say that better take him out. I've just been playing through some Switch games, to which we have a lot because I have a 12-year-old son who we've had a Switch basically since it came out, so he's had access to the Switch for a long time. So we have a lot of games. Oh, this is cool. One of which is the he got Luigi's Mansion at some point, and so I started playing that, and it's fun. I don't know who else is playing that game or who else likes those games, but that did get suggested to me in the comments of something that we put out the other day. People were like, play Paper Mario and play Luigi's Mansion if you're looking for some just breath of fresh air Mario content. So I'm definitely going to play Paper Mario now that they've kind of revamped it or whatever. I've never played that game either. Full transparency. I've never played Mario RPG, which is another one that I'm super interested in playing. Don't know if I'll stream any of these, but that was cool. That made it look like I know what I'm doing. Oh, sick. Yeah, I don't know if I'll stream them, but you know, that's the other thing I've had to kind of... Interesting. That's another thing I've had to kind of come to grips with is, you know, while it's fun to say everything's content, everything is not content. It's okay to just play games that you want to play. Just because you want to play them. But I do reserve a lot of games just for stream. Like, I haven't been playing this. And that's why I was asking, like, kind of some feedback from folks if you want to see an entire series. Like, well, I started this and I want you to finish it via stream. Excuse me. Because if not, I would love... Dude, there's been days when I'm like, well, I'm not going to stream. I don't have time to stream, but I would love to play Mario Wonder right now, and I just don't because I'm playing it via this. But we're going to stick to our schedule. I put it out in the world. I stick to it. So it's Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Our new stream schedule. It's always going to be early. I'm sorry. I'm just not even going to kid myself into believing that I will do anything other than stream early morning, because that's when I have time. I know there's got to be like some hidden passages or something. Come on. Knew it. Knew it. Oh. Now that does make me wonder if I'm supposed to just move on and play another world to get enough seeds, then come back. That's what I'm gonna do. They say there is no wrong way to Mario, okay? Is this Toad? Yes, it is. Quite the surprising place to run into someone, huh? Nice to meet ya. This is our first time meeting, right? Or maybe you already know who I am. I don't even know how I ended up here in this creepy place. Now that I'm scared, or not that I'm scared or anything, a captain knows no fear, right? Oh yeah, this is for you. I found 50 flower coins. I hope it helps you on your adventure. Good luck out there, champ. Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way that's gonna just let me sneak away from my obligation to the desert. I really don't want to replay levels trying to grind Wonder Seeds. If I'm being honest with myself. See, that's 2 that I missed. I wonder if there's any... Get lost in the vast expanse of the white sand. Press L to open the course. Yeah, I got it. There we go. I knew there were some hidden levels out there. Wow. Sorry. This is intense, as I'm sure you can tell. Why can't I figure this out? feel like this took me an embarrassingly long amount of time. Nice. Like, I feel like it should not have taken me that long to figure that out, but it did, so. It's early, folks. It's early. Thank you. Tis early. Tis early. 1, 2, 3, jump. You really got into the beat. We received this rhyme jump badge as a prize, too. Sick. Want me to wear it? Sure. That's cool. 1, 2, 3, jump. Dude, they are raging inside there. So hot. Mario, so hot right now. Mario. Oh, I heard the news. You're here to help us, right? Then you should know that there are lots of secrets hidden throughout the sun-baked desert. They might be deep in the sand or maybe in buildings. Try looking for them all. I'd help you, but I'd wilt away. I'll have to wish you the best. I'll have to wish the best for you from right here. There's got to be significance there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I keep looking this way. When I look this way, I'm looking at my extra monitor, which is where my OBS Studios is located. That was easy. Must be the rhythm and rhyme I've got living in my heart. And I think, folks, with that, we have enough Wonder Seeds to fight the big baddie. I'm done with this guy. Let's go. I promise you I didn't rehearse that or know that that was going to happen.
You're not going in there, are you?
Yeah, unfortunately I am. Yeah, not a great, not the way I wanted to start, but okay.
You're not going in there.
I am. Needed that. I was wondering when those guys were going to come into play. I don't know why, but this just gave me the sudden urge to ride the Haunted Mansion ride at Disney World. That's fun. Very interesting. What a you turd. I love that moment in the Goonies where they shut the door really quick on Chunk and he's like, "You turd." So good. And if you haven't watched that movie recently, you should. I was just telling somebody, I think maybe my wife, I'm like, we're talking about the Goonies and like summer blockbusters. She's like, is the Goonies a summer movie? I'm like, honestly, I don't know. I don't think it is. It's set in the fall. Because if y'all recall, the business that the Fratellis are using as like their hideout, which is where our story begins, is a summer place. If you recall, they make the comment, you know, what are they doing there? That's a summer place, and it's the fall. So I don't know. Is it a summer movie? Is The Goonies a summer movie? Let us know in the chat. See what we get. Nothing good. I mean, it's something, just not what we had hoped for. Of course. You guys know I love water levels. Not. Ugh, you again. This pool party was way more fun before you showed up. Well, whatever. Pretty soon a big bad wonder is gonna happen. Then the world will belong to Dad. So now it's a pretty good time for you to give up, and you won't. I'll make you. This would have been a good time to have my water badge. Excuse me. And he always, like, ups the ante with some sort of a crazy ability. Don't forget, it's not 3 hits like in the old days. It's 2 hits. Or 4 hits. Sorry. Ew. That itch my nose. Alright, so that was number 3. Hey, remember when I was talking smack about that mushroom and how I wished it was something better? Well, I need that mushroom now, so. There it is. Talk about a turd. Bowser's son. You like that? Like that little move I did there? You got a royal seed. Your Majesty. You've been saving up flower coins. I don't know what that was about to say. Let's give these folks back their water. Oh, wow. It's beautiful. Whoa. Bowser is not pleased. And so Mario's... Back up. And so Mario's party returned to the sun-baked desert's stolen water. With the 4th royal seed recovered, where will they go next? Will they head for the mysterious ruins of the fungi mines or the molten pools of deep magma bog? Mario's party adventures onward to stop Bowser's evil plans. Find out on our next episode. Let's read the dialogue first. Because you know Bowser's going to come in and has something to say. Or rather, Prince Florian does. Let's use a propeller flower to return to the Petal Isles. Let's do it. It's pretty windy, so careful not to get sand in your eyes. Goody, goody. Gumdrops. think we'll cut scene here. Everyone celebrates in unison. Here it is. Bowser is displeased. Brutal. Hooray! Getting this makes all that desert heat worth it. You're not done yet, though. We need to find the next royal seed so we can send Bowser packing. Awesome. All right, as this saves, that's going to do it for us today here at Nerd Leading the Nerd. Thank you to those of you who have popped in and out of the live. Thank you to those of you that are watching this after the fact. We really appreciate the support. And if you like this content and you want to support the channel, the best thing you can do is hit the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, leave us a comment, hit the like button. It helps push this out for more folks to see. Check us out where Duo, my co-host Drew, and I do a show every Wednesday where we talk about just all things nerdy, TV shows, movies, video games, you name it. We're going to cover it. If you want to see us cover something, leave us a note. Let us know what is your favorite fandom, and perhaps we will do an episode on it. We also do daily shorts. I'm doing a live stream on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And I think that's it. I think we've covered all the YouTube bases. So from all of us here at Nerd Leading the Nerd, come back soon, because we'll be waiting.